Okay, so this video I'm going to go over how to package your file correctly for Brightspace, and then I will also go over just some how to export out a PDF correctly with the crop marks and the bleed marks, and then I'll also talk about your file just a little bit. So this is the demo we did in class, but I'm just going to zoom in on this. So hopefully at the end of your time that you've spent, designing, you'll take a look and just make sure, one last check on those bleeds, that all of your images or your background colors or whatever you want to bleed off the side of the edge of your business card, just make sure that it's going all the way to the red line that goes all the way around the document. And this looks good because it actually does. If I push W, you can see where the actual size of the business card is going to be once we trim it up. So that looks good. I'm going to check out page 2 by scrolling down, pushing W. This is going all the way to that red bleed line. And so is this background color that we added. So that's looking good. I've looked over all of my text. There's no spelling errors. So yeah, we are good here. So let's do a file package. Let's go ahead and do the file package. So we do, we'll save this because it looks good. File, package. And then we can pretty much just go to package here. I don't want you to go through anything else. And then we want to make sure down here, fonts, linked graphics, which are the links. Keep this update graphic links in package. You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need the IDML file. So you can, if that's clicked, just uncheck that. Include a PDF. You can go ahead and do that. You can do a high quality print. We're probably going to have to replace that PDF, but and then let's do a package. I'm going to replace my folder that I have there, but you're probably not going to have to replace anything. So maybe I'll name this 2 so I don't have to replace it. And now it does a little window for a minute, and that means that it's complete with packaging. So let's go in here. Let's go into our documents. Let's go into our graphic design 231 business card project. Actually, let's go into InDesign demo is what we need. Yours will probably be the actual business card project. But so this is the one I just made today at 11:50, folder number 2. And it always puts folder on the end, and that's how you know that's your package folder, because it adds the word folder on the end of your folder name. So we have our fonts, our links. So if we look in here, I used Minion Pro. Links, Bob Dylan Portrait, JPEG, Bob Dylan Illustration, JPEG. Those are both of the files that I have in my document that are included in this package links folder, so that's great. We have the InDesign file and a PDF. So that's what I asked for from you for a grade. So if we do File, Export, now we're going to make the PDF, and I'm going to show you how to do that properly with crop marks and bleed marks included. So let's do File, Export to get the PDF. Now we're going to go into that same folder that we made with our package, and we are going to put the format on Adobe PDF Print. Push Save. We are going to replace the one that the package made. So we're doing this by hand. So pages, we're going to do all the pages. So that means all pages are page 1 and 2 on this document, because it's a 2-page document, the front and the back of the business card design. And then marks and bleeds, we're going to put in crop marks. And underneath bleed and slug, use document bleed settings. And then everything else should be fine in this left-hand menu. So go ahead and push export after you've done that. And then if we go back into that package folder that we made, right here, we can take a look at our PDF file. And this is what it should look like. It should have, the crop marks and the bleed here. And so this is, if we were to trim this, we would trim it down here and here. And this is the file, and this should be 2 pages to this, so the front and the back. Here's the back. So the file, this file, you can actually send this to the library to have them printed up front and back, and then they can trim it down. If you would like to do it in the classroom, we can try to get it to work on our printer. I think we could probably pull it off. It's harder to do with, because we'll have to flip the page to get the back side of it done. And I haven't done that on that printer, but we could figure it out. And so we could do it in the classroom if you wanted to. We'd probably waste a few few pages of paper, but till we get it figured out. But I think we could definitely pull it off. And then don't forget to zip the file that the package made. So go back in here. This is our folder. So we'll do a control click or right click if you're on a PC, and then compress. And so here's the compressed folder that I want you to upload into Brightspace for a grade. And then with the PDF, like I said, you can send this to the library, have them print it up in full color on just regular letter size paper, regular computer paper, 8.5 by 11, full color, front and back, and then they can trim it to size so that you actually do bring like a little business card with you. And if you want to have it on cardstock, that would be even better. So I might actually even offer extra credit for printing it on cardstock. It'll cost a little bit more because cardstock is more expensive, but you'll get that extra credit if you need it. So anyway, we'll talk to you later. Hopefully that explains how to package your file correctly for Brightspace and how to export out the PDF correctly with the crop marks and bleeds included.